How did the idea of people working together to change the world develop? Number one, it began as a desire to help deaf people better understand music. I started teaching the deaf 23 years ago at a small independent Baptist church just outside of Clark Air Base in the Philippines. I was married to a deaf woman from Ethiopia for 15 years and have served as a missionary to America's inner cities. I have also had the opportunity to interpret many concerts and church events for the hearing impaired. The fact that millions of deaf people miss out on so much that music offers has bothered me for over 20 years. Knowing that they basically have speaker vibrations to feel and occasional closed captions to read as options for music comprehension compelled me to do what I could to help. I knew that in order to benefit this community, music had to be changed from audio, something heard, to audio visual, something heard and seen. This idea grew from a need and natural ability. Sign language is a visual form of communication used by millions of deaf people around the globe. However, having songs translated into the various sign languages alone would not achieve my goal of bringing music to the hearing impaired. Many deaf people are not fluent in sign language. There are still places in the world where the education of hearing impaired children is viewed as an unaffordable luxury. And of course, no one is born knowing sign language. Having met many deaf people in this situation and knowing that there are many more was one reason why I began thinking of visual music produced with graphics or special effects. The other reason is because I have been visual all my life. Every time I have read a book or listened to music in English, I have pictured what I listened to. According to American psychologist Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences, there are many who, like me, naturally convert what we read and hear into mental images. I spell it visual with a Z primarily because I am proposing a new use for mental pictures, that they be broadcast to the world as a means of economic and educational empowerment. Number 3, this idea continued to expand. My original plan to help the hearing impaired better understand music evolved into a movement to change the world as a direct result of the following events. Hurricane Katrina. Throughout the summer of 2005, I was consumed with thoughts of helping deaf people see music. Most of my time was spent compiling notes that would later become our business plan to change the world. On September 1st, I took a break from writing and went to one of my favorite Atlanta area restaurants. I walked in and found myself staring at televised images of Americans on rooftops, some with what looked like signs asking to be rescued. They had been like this for days. My obvious ignorance gave opportunity for staff and customers to voice their frustrations and fill me in on one of the worst disasters in U.S. history. The concept of visual media being linked to a movement to economically empower all people was born that day.